What's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Hey, got another video for you today. Excuse me, voice is still shot out from Aftershock and Blade West and great times, but my voice is still a little shot. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is what's in the bag. Guys, if you don't know what these bags are by now, you're missing out. Worktuffgear. We got another Worktuffgear blade here, guys. I picked this up at Blade Show. Thanks to Rich Gallope. He was out there representing Worktuffgear for Vic Lin, and I was able to pick this bad boy up. Man, if you guys don't know, Worktuffgear blades are awesome. They're always super tough, cool designs, and dropping stuff out of my bag, I think. No. So most of the knives, I won't say all of them, but most of the ones that I've gotten have always kind of come with this really cool bag. It zips up. It's got little rings on the back here so you can put shoulder strap on them, but it's just a very nice touch. And there's always usually some sort of Velcro on here. You can put patches on there and stuff, but changed them up a little bit this year, I think, because they have this new circular patch, which is cool. But whenever you get your knife, let's see what we'll see what we got in the bag. There's always your like attachment stuff. You always get a strap in there, so you can either baldric carry this blade, or you can put the straps on this bag and carry it over your shoulder for transportation. But it's always a nice soft soft, I don't even know what they call this, Sherpa lined bag, and you got some nice Velcro, not Velcro, but bungee style straps in here that you slide your blade underneath. Enough about the bag, right? Bag is awesome though. So whenever you get your blade, like I said, they always come with these pouches that have the different stuff in here. So let's see what we got in here. So have a tech lock attachment, so you can tech lock this to your belt. Little paracord here so you can make a lanyard. You got your mounting hardware screws for mounting that tech lock. Got a sticker and an extra patch in here, which is cool. So on the bag, I got the kind of gray blacked out patch, and then I got this nice green one. That's cool. Everybody loves the sticker and swags, right? I mean, I don't know why, but we do. And you also have a set of, some D-ring, like D-rings in here for setting this up for baldric carry. So that's cool. So it gives you a couple of different options for carry. I would like to see a belt loop, like drop down belt loop attachment. I think that'd be really cool because I like carrying my blades that way. But we can always make something work for that. And then you got this really cool Worktuffgear cleaning cloth, right? So that's what usually comes in these little bags. But enough about that. We want to see the blade, right? So let's set that to the side. And at the end of this video, guys, I'm going to flip the camera angle around. We're going to give you a nice up-close look at the blade. And I also have some other blades here for size comparisons. But what we have here today, guys, let's just get it out, man. This is the Warhammer. Check this bolo style. I don't know if we should call this a machete, or it's like a cross between a machete and a heavy brush knife. But check this bad boy out. And I'm not sure what the finish is on this, because I don't think this came on their website this way, but it has like their apocalypse type finish. But then he was able to go in and clean that off, and just gave it the beautiful line. I don't even know what to call it, but it's badass, right? I like it. I love the style of this blade. It just speaks to me. It's got a nice finger choil up here. It's light, but it's got enough mass so you can do some nice heavy chopping. Comes with a very nice Kydex sheath with a retention here, because let me slide that out of the way. So this is an open back Kydex sheath, so you can slide the knife down in there like so, right? And then it kind of click it back into place. So you have like these thumb ramps built on the back, so you grab it, you can always kind of push your thumb down and then pull the knife out, if you will. You can also resheath it by putting it in this way and locking it back in that way. And then if you have this flipped over and snapped on, the strap, it's not going to fall out the back of the knife. But if you had to, you can still draw straight out. You can see that it's still in there. You could also resheath it straight down and in as well. You just definitely want to make sure you're careful that you don't cut your strap there. But you can straight out, straight in, or you can pop this off, pull it kind of out the back. So there's kind of a couple of different ways you can deploy this and also resheath this. This is a cool one. Like I said, if you're carrying a baldric, it's like hanging right here. You can easily just kind of put that in there and then bam, rock it right back into place, you know. Pretty good retention. This is a heavier blade, so if you were running, I would say there's a chance that this could pop out slightly. But again, that's why you have this strap right here. So use the strap and you won't have any issue, right? You could also take this off if you don't need it, but I don't see why you would. It works. But again, you can come straight out with it as well. Look at that. Bam, this thing is just solid. But we want to see some chopping. We want to see some testing, right? That's what we're here for. So let's get into this, guys. So this is pretty much primarily a chopper, right? I mean, it does have a little bit of a tip to it, though. So let's see what kind of stabbing we can get into this catalog that I have here. So you had to come in and stab something. That's actually pretty good. See, where did the tip go through to? So it's just right here. So I got about halfway through this catalog with that stab. I don't know if you can see that line there, but it went about that deep in there. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that. Nope, didn't go all the way through. I wouldn't suspect that this would go all the way through. Just simply do the tip shape. So right there's the tip. So definitely went halfway through. But I mean, it's not necessarily designed to be a stabber, but you can get some penetration with it, you know. This is a chopper. Well, you know what? I've never tried this before. But right here we got the spine of this book. Got the corner right here. Well, it would help if I wouldn't miss, right? Oh, well, okay. I take that back. I didn't miss. I just didn't get as good a hit on it as I thought. But look at, I shaved the corner right off of the book. That's pretty clean too. So let's try that again though. That's not what we were trying to do. We're trying to get like a nice good chunk of this off. There we go. So I cut about right there where the tip went down. It got almost all the way through. Let's try that again. I'm going to stand up so I can get a little bit more force behind that. Maybe a little bit more control. Hey, I don't know what happened, guys. Mike, I had about another 5 minutes worth of footage that I don't have now because my camera shut off on me and I didn't even realize it. So am I filming now? I hope so. Weird, guys. Sorry, I don't know what happened. We're going to pick up kind of where I left off and redo some of the stuff that I did. So I kind of showed you guys that I cut through this catalog, right? So did some pretty good cuts there. No problem doing the chopping. Got your extension cord, right? I always like cutting through the extension cord. But if you had to come in here and do a nice little slice through, I mean, I'm already kind of cutting through this. Bam. Ooh. Slice through extension cord cleanly. You had to come in and do some like little precise kind of chops to cut this up in pieces. Do that, no problem at all. I was gonna one of the things I did was I ripped a page out of this catalog here and did some paper cut tests with it. And I mean, you guys can see this thing came out of the box, hair popping sharp, right? But again, my camera shut off. That was really weird. I don't know what happened. So I know it's going to look a little weird there, but we got this nylon rope here, guys. This stuff's always pretty tough to cut, you know. We just put this right here. We had to chop some of that. No problem. Make a freaking mess. Look at that. That's why I hate this stuff, but it's a tough chopper, right? Bam, we got that. What else we got here? Oh, so even though this is a big blade, let's see if we can make a nice little feather stick with it, if we will. So you got this nice choil up here, so we can come in here, and this edge is so sweet. It's just I don't have to put hardly any effort into this to make these little curls. And again, I always tell you guys, I'll say it every time, I'm no bushcraft expert, never have been, probably never will be, and never claim to be. Even if I took some classes, I would probably still tell you I'm no expert. But check that out. Nice little feather stick. And then, of course, you know, you got your feather stick, but you don't want to use your whole stick. So, you know, you got to... It went flying over there. But nice little clean cut there. No problem. Here's like a square kind of 1-inch one. That's some feather sticks I did on another video. But again, if you had to come in here and do some long... I keep flinging them off, but... Because again, I'm no feather stick expert. But, yeah. That up there and show it to you guys. You could do some long, nice little curls there. And again, you know, of course, you got your feather stick. Again, you gotta chop that off and throw it in the fire, right? That was a one hit. That wasn't even full force. Look at that sweet spot right here. This thing is 3/4 by 1 foot square, so that's 3/4 inch thick, and it pretty much went almost all the way through it. Shut this down. We're gonna give it a nice good. There it is. You know, give it that little extra, not that little whoop. That little whoop is a good chop, but you could definitely put some oomph behind it, and you're gonna go all the way through that. That piece went fine over there. And we're gonna do some heavy chopping with this too, guys. So don't think that we're not going to. There we go. We got some leather belt here. Had to cut through that. No problem. A piece of wood stuck on there. Choke up. Kind of be a little bit more controlled with it. Damn, no problem. Cut through that leather belt. Got to chop the leather belt. 2 pieces went that way. That's the only problem every time I do like that chop, man. This stuff wants to go flying, you guys. And I don't want to go running off to find where it flew off over here in my bushes and stuff. But, all right. Got this piece of wood here. You had to come in and chop some chunks off. Well, again, I told you if we're going to do some chopping. You guys see right there, there's a knot. It digs deep. I got to pry it out, which is good. Probably not the smartest thing for me to be holding this and doing that. So don't do the stupid stuff I do at home, kids. There you go. Chop through that. No problem. We have the old hose here, right? No, this isn't going to be an issue, right? So we're all come in here, cut that off. This is that old, you know, pool cleaner hose. So it's kind of thin, a little bit flimsy. It's got a nice thickness to it, but, you know, I totally missed that chop. There you go. Do a nice chop off there. No problem. Now, this is going to be interesting. I just got some of this hose the other day, and this is spa hose, like for a spa. This is a, what is this? I don't even know. 1 to 1.5 inch round spa hose. Now, if you guys can see this, there's hardly any flex to this. I mean, I got to put some serious effort in. Actually, that'd be a good back workout right there doing that. It looks like it has ridges to it, but I mean, this is seriously some solid like plastic. I mean, you can hear that. I tried doing a chop with this with another chopper, and the blade just barely cut into it. And I had to really like push down. Once I got through the outer shell of this, it cut fairly easily, but we're going to see how this Warhammer does. I'm going to stand up for this because I know I'm going to have to give it a little extra oomph to have a shot at this. Guys, I have yet to find something that's going to easily cut right through this. So I don't, you know, we're going to see. But here we go. Ready? Yeah. Look at that. Man, it like almost bounces off when you hit it. But the cut went right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's try it one more time. I have yet to have, I tried this with another chopper, and I'm telling you, this thing is wicked. This is some wicked tubing. They're kind of hitting the same spot. Started to get in there. So, you know what? I want to show you guys. I'm not messing around with that. This is not a knock on the Warhammer at all. Guys, this is the El Chete, right? Let's see if the El Chete can do it, because I'm telling you, this hose is ridiculous. So we're gonna go right here. I kind of flipped it over. Again, look at El Chete kind of does the same amount of damage. So that hose is no joke, guys. So, but can I chop right through this with these? Nope, I can't do it with El Chete, and we all know El Chete is a hell of a chopper. But it definitely cuts into the hose. But what I want to show you guys here is we're going to push cut through this, right? Got to put a little extra. This is some ridiculously strong hose. Pushing it, rocking it, cutting in it, getting in there. And I notice a lot of times push cuts, this is a thicker blade, so push cuts are hard to do with this hose as well. But once you get that tip in there, it's all butter from there. That's what she said. Bam. Yeah, I said it. So there you go. Bam. I don't know what the hell they make this hose out of, guys, but it is no joke. And there that piece went. So this stuff is really tough, but you can't cut through it. And you even seen with El Chete, it's hell of a tough hose. So, but I wanted to show that you can't get through it with it. And I'm going to be doing that with a lot of my other blades too. I got a 6-foot piece of that hose. A lot of my videos, we're going to be seeing this type of stuff with that. Oh, let's see, get this look out there. Got a nice little spider friend crawling around on the blade now. Where'd he go? I must have fell off. Got distracted, guys. Sorry. So that hose is a son of a gun, but we're also going to do some heavy chopping on this here piece of wood. So, and I also have my 4x4. We're going to chop on that right now too. So let's go. Let's go. Yeah. How deep that bites in. Probably. There we go. Chop it into this, no problem, guys. Look at that. Me holding this probably isn't the greatest way to do this either, but we go with it, right? There you go. No problem. Let's check out this edge. No damage to the edge. It's still sharp. A lot of those hits, as I was coming down, I was actually getting the tip digging into there as well. As you can see, there's those kind of brown marks. Oh, somebody's at my front door. My dog's going nuts. But if you had to come in here and try to shave this down a little bit, make like a big tent spike, if you will, you could get up there with that choil. You can easily chop your stuff down, no problem. You had to, well, we already kind of did some of that, but again, making your slivers and your fire sticks. It's pretty nice. If you start back here, you really get that stick going, that feather stick going. And then as you draw it through, it just wants to slice it right off. So that's very nice. But the 4x4, guys, we all like to see that 4x4 get hit. So let's do that. So I'm going to pause the video, set my stick up a little bit. I think I'm going to cut at it. I'm going to have the 4x4 at an angle. So it's utilizing the ground and the stump for bracing rather than me holding it, because I don't think that works too well. So stand by real quick. Let me get that set up and we're going to get right back to it. All right, guys, I got this nice and up close. We're going to go right here in this area right here. I got it braced up here. The other end's way down there on the ground. But we're going to come in right here, and we're going to do 30 hits. All right, guys? Here we go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. Look at that. That's some damn good chopping. That was 30 hits. And I got that much out of it. Look at that. Very, very nice. Stand by while I adjust this camera file. You know what? I'm going to adjust the camera around for that top-down view so we can get a good look at the blade and then also do those size comparisons. Stand by. Ooh, all right, guys. Ooh, oh, breath there. Don't get out of shape, guys. If you're in shape, stay in shape. Try to get in shape because I'm winded. I'm fat. I like to eat too much. That's my problem. But that's okay. Anyway, here you guys go. Here's the up-close look at this. Nice G10 handles. Got a lanyard hole here. There's that finger choil. Again, you can see that kind of apocalypse finish where it's kind of gotten polished out here. And it just gives it a really slick look. Very nice. You see you're not going to lose any tip strength there. This does have a 90 degree spine up to this point. And then they actually rounded it off right here. So if you get up here and you put your thumb on there, you're not going to have to worry about like sharp edges. You can have your thumb resting comfortably there. Here's a better look at the sheath. Again, there's that open back type, that kind of thumb ramps that are built into it. Again, let's see. Again, you can resheath it with that strap in. Come straight in, it locks. You can come straight out. Or again, if you remove this, kind of get out of the way, you can kind of pop it right out the back. You can also resheath it that way. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. Let me give you guys the specs on this real quick. This was designed by Paul Walker. I believe he's Australian. Let's see my cheat sheet. Overall length is 17.2 inches with a blade length of 11.5. Your cutting edge is 10.9 inches. The blade thickness is 0.23. It's a saber grind with a convex edge, and it's a wicked sharp one at that. It is a bolo shape. I'd say it's kind of like a modified bolo. You have G10 handles. The weight is 24.7 ounces with the sheath 31 ounces, and obviously it's a Kydex sheath. Sorry guys, out here in the backyard, my nose is getting allergies are kicking in. So for some size comparisons, obviously you guys saw me pull out El Chete a minute ago, so we're going to bust El Chete back out. So we put these two kind of right next to each other. I mean, they're almost the same length. The El Chete maybe has like a little bit of about ½ inch on length. Obviously El Chete is a wider blade compared to here. But if we put them on top of each other, end to end, you can definitely see. I mean, they're pretty similar in shape, like lengthwise anyway. So blade thickness wise, El Chete is, yeah, they're about the same thickness. So yeah, both about a 1/4 inch thick. Put El Chete away. I got a couple other blade size comparisons for you guys. From another Worktuff blade. Bust this bad boy out. So it's kind of interesting because this is a bolo-ish style blade as well. We have the Apex. So you put these on in. The Apex is definitely coming in a little bit longer. So it's going to have a little bit more weight to it as well. But put that right over the top. Definitely kind of see the size comparison there. That's trying to slide off on me. Flip them over. They both have just about the same thickness. Handle scale wise, I think I would say the Apex is coming a little bit thicker handle scale wise because you have the blue liners, but overall they're fairly comparable. I would say the Apex definitely is a way heavier blade compared to the Warhammer, so that's something to keep in mind. For another kind of machete-ish style blade, This is the Solidago from Houghton Air Outdoors. It's a parang style machete. These are pretty damn close in shape. Not shape, but length. Well, kind of shape too in a weird sort of way. Obviously, this has a tip, but shape-wise, length-wise, I should say, they're pretty comparable. Definitely a little bit more handle length with the Solidago. Get a little bit more blade length with the Warhammer. Thickness-wise, the Warhammer is coming in thicker than the Solidago. So, and I do have reviews on all of these other blades I'm showing on my channel. You can go through and find those. Last but not least, for work tough wise, he poos on Predator Hunter. So with the poos on Predator Hunter, you obviously tell you're definitely getting a little bit more blade length and a wider blade for sure. Two totally different style blades, but I always like to show you guys comparisons. Thickness wise, you're definitely coming in about the same thickness with the steel. You do have a little bit thinner handle with a handle grip with the Warhammer compared to the poos on Predator Hunter. The poos on Predator has a larger swell through here compared to the Warhammer, and plus these red liners give it that little extra thickness. So, but there you go, guys. There's some size comparisons for you. But overall, guys, the Warhammer it's a beautiful knife. It functions great. It's still sharp. I didn't take any edge damage doing any of those chops. It's still sharp as heck. Grinds on it are fantastic. The look of it's fantastic. The weight of it's great. I mean, this is something it's light enough that you could take it on a long hike or backpacking and still have some good chopping capabilities, because it still has some decent weight to it. If you didn't want to take something super heavy, which, what they say, that ounces equal pounds, pounds equals pain. So you could definitely get some good chopping capabilities in with this. Your regular knife capabilities, it does have enough of a point that you could pierce some animal hide if you needed to. You definitely probably have to choke up on the blade like so to get in there to do some caping or skinning if you needed to do that. But you probably could do it. It would be the easiest thing to do. Maybe not. So you definitely might want to have a smaller companion blade for that type of stuff. But overall, this is going to be a great brush knife. You got in the, light brush knife, heavy brush. You're going to be chopping down trees with it. Yeah, if you got the time, probably. But it's going to be a good, solid, all-around blade for carry, I think. And I mean, it's got a nice feel to it. Got a nice grip to it. You can turn around and reverse grip it easily. You had to do some weird reverse cut like that. You had to do some drawing. You can easily grab onto the back of this point here, do some draw pulls with it, or even some pushing, even not push pull. I can't even talk, guys. Anyway, overall, guys, the Warhammer it's pretty damn cool. I really like it. This one's going to be going in my row. I have so many blades. Like I have to think about what I'm going to take with me whenever I go out camping and stuff. And I always try to rotate my stuff, just because I like them all so much. But guys, the Warhammer from Worktuffgear, it's definitely a keeper. I would recommend it if you're looking for like something that's maybe not as heavy as Apex, but you still want a little bit chopping power. I think for sure the Warhammer will fit that bill. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks again to Worktuffgear for showing up to Blade West. Rich Glope killed it out there. Vic Lin, you're always making killer blades as always. Greatly appreciate it. And, before I forget, this is SK85 still. I don't know. A lot of people like to know. They are doing some stuff with Bowler, something or other. I can't even remember the name of it. But this one is SK85. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay sharp. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and share, and leave comments on what you think about the Warhammer or just anything in general. I always like reading comments, and I try to reply back as much as possible. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.